motion, falsetto finesse. Soon, baby girl, I wear out of a stretcher. She be like,
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, the third and final week of preseason action, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
But he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Ozzie, sit up.
Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run here with a rookie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Washington Commanders. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Well, we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Jackson. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson options out left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It was Jerron Payne who got in there to make the play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked out by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. tried to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Second and 10 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Here's Daniels.
A quick throw, but incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
Ready.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, break.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To the air goes Daniels. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
The middle of the traffic, and that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
45 yards.
And the Ravens are able to move back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Now Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Daniels from the gun on third down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. show it.
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 66 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
That's good for a Washington 1st down.
70 line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
19
line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lane. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Viking 18. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the margin shrinks a bit. It's back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gay's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Our starter starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
19 Lions. Cowboy 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. 23 yards to pick up there. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Mustang 19.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
down, Ravens.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Check down here for Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll find Bateman once more. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 7.
19 tight, 19, pass all 80. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer. Street. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. And they're not not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Ready. Set, cut.
Now it's the backup Mariota.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Tavius Robinson there on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Throwing, Mariota.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the Washington field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 3-point game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
First carry now for Justice Hill.
And shutting him off down open field.
Down the sideline he goes.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Justice Hill, 47 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 24.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Here
We
we go.
certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On the move past the 40.
And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards He's on the ground. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Rodriguez. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Drill green. Ready?
To throw Mariota. Over the middle, that's the tight end center. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Black shot. Come on, set. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Now Mariota rolling to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw is Rush. Connecting with Hill. Fights through it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Rush. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ready, ready, ready.
Mariota here to throw.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now rush.
They set up the screen to Hill. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell.
There's the stiff arm. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Here we go, 7. 72.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Luke now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
That's the score. Ravens 31. Commanders 31.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Okay, right.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready. 40, green jack. Red, yellow. Light blue. Hut, hut.
Here's Mariota.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Ready. Field, red, 38. Drill, green. 6, mega. Ready?
To throw, Mariota.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that. They took the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Pause red. Black ultra. White, white. Hut, hut.
Mariota.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about shown up this football game.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense